Fallen Leaf Campground. Fallen Leaf Campground is located 2 miles west of the city of Lake Tahoe, off Highway 89 on Fallen Leaf Lake Road. Consistently named one of America's top 100 campgrounds, its spacious, forested layout makes it very popular for visitors year after year. This permit area contains 190 campsites with no hookups, 6 yurt platforms. The platforms and the yurts are owned by the concessionaire. In that particular instance, the Forest Service, we use GT to pay for the pathways to the yurts. The ones at William Kent, we actually built the platforms with GT. 10 host sites with full hookups, paved parking pad, animal-resistant food lockers, pedestal grills, and picnic tables at each site. Entrance station with power and phone, paved interior campground roads, 11 flush toilet buildings with electricity, 4 accessible shower restroom buildings with propane hot water heaters. The fee is currently $1 for 3 minutes. And a paved bike path from Highway 89 to the campground within the permit area. That's at the far end. If we have gone to the right, it would have been at the far end, and it's a bike trail connecting Highway 89 into the campground. Fees are currently $36 for standard campsites and $87 for the yurt campsites. An additional vehicle parked at the site is charged $5. Only 1 additional vehicle allowed per campsite. The entrance kiosk has a check-in station with electricity, telephone jack, and heater. The concessionaire is responsible for keeping the entrance kiosk open a minimum from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily, from the Friday preceding Memorial Day through Labor Day. The current concessionaire owns and operates a store at Fallen Leaf Campground under a separate permit, and applicants are encouraged to continue this service. If applicants wish to operate a store utilizing the current building or a new one, a description of this use must be included in the operating plan submitted with the application. The current concessionaire may or may not be willing to sell the existing store building and the yurts to a new concessionaire. The Forest Service owns and operates the water supply and transmission system that provides water to the Fallen Leaf Campground and other permitted recreation sites. The campground permit holder pays 20% of the annual operating costs of the system. This is subject to change. Water faucets are essentially located throughout the campground. Several trails at the southern end of the campground lead to Fallen Leaf Lake. I'll point those out in a minute. Another trail on the north end of the campground leads to the Forest Service Taylor Creek Visitor Center. The concessionaire has the maintenance responsibilities through the whole permit area, including the trails to Fallen Leaf Lake, the beach, and the visitor center. The Moraine Trail. That's where we were headed before Ron informed us that it was going to be full. The Moraine Trail parking is located in the southwest corner of the Fallen Leaf Campground and accesses the Moraine Trail. The Moraine Trail goes to Fallen Leaf Lake and to the dam on the river. The trail is a short loop that takes hikers from a day-use parking area along Taylor Creek and returns to the picturesque shores of Fallen Leaf Lake. The trail has little elevation changes, making for an easy walk. The site contains a restroom within 100 feet of a trailhead, 20 parking spaces, 3 picnic tables, trash bins, and an information board. Currently, the use of the trailhead is free. However, market rates and fees can be charged for the public of these facilities. This is the popular trailhead, which presents parking challenges when the parking lot is full. The permit holder needs to ensure that overflow parking is not allowed into the campground, and the Moraine Trail parking may be redesigned by the LTBMU in the future. Okay, kind of a lot to unpack there. Let's go to the Moraine Trail first. It's a popular destination for day users, which is a really kind of a problematic issue in that here we have this pristine campground where we're trying to offer people a quiet camping experience. Yet we also have a popular day use area which brings people through this along this road, unfortunately sometimes at a high rate of speed. We do have some speed bumps we're going to be putting in here, I believe this year at some point. But it's a weird combination, having a popular day use area inserted into one of our more popular campgrounds where we're trying to provide a very high quality experience. So what does that mean? It means that there might be some futuring thoughts about what to do with the Moraine Trail. It could be that we turn it into more of a group camping area. I mean, these are just thoughts. These are things that are going along. To make it more of an overnight user experience and enhance that sort of opportunity. Maybe some other things we can do there. The thought would be if we got rid of the Moraine Trail, we would repurpose that parking on the outside of the road. There's some wider spots on the road further up the Fall Leaf Road that would allow that day use traffic to have access to Fall Leaf Lake.